Take a little hike around Squires Lake. It's about 4:30. Gonna test out my camera, see how it does. Might do a little running, so it might get a little bumpy. But we're gonna test it out, see how it operates out here. It's a nice little hike. I've done this hike several times, so I'm familiar with the area. So let's get underway. There's a pretty quick incline to start, and then you get up on the lake, and it looks pretty nice out over the lake. You'll see. Hoping to get this done before it gets dark. It gets dark around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So we might have to hustle a little. Pretty muddy up here. This is where that incline kicks in, so you might hear me getting a little oxygen. There's still some hikers up here, so I'm not the only one. Trying to make a quick pass and respect their privacy. These big rocks are new, I think. So we're going to be going up there. Kind of crisscrosses back and forth till we get to the top. And then we'll have a little view of the lake. There's a little bridge up there. I'll take a second to show you once we get up there. Make a quick pass around this guy. This is where it gets steep, right?
Yeah. You're moving fast.
Yeah, I can try to get up there and around before it's dark. Seemed like a friendly guy, so the pass was a success. Gonna run a little and see if we can get up there quicker. Got heart rate up. You can start to hear the water a little here as we approach the top. Alright, here we go. So it's probably about a half a mile up here to the lake. Let's see. Here's a little bridge where you can hear the water. Here it is. Welcome to Squires Lake Park. Let's get you guys a good look. It's raining a little and there's a little bit of wind, but it's pretty still. See the mountains back there. Alright, so let's get around this sucker before the sun goes down. How's it going? There's a few folks up here. Actually, quite a few. Here's another guy. You friendly?
Yeah, she's friendly.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Coming at me a little quick. So we're gonna take this little alternate route. There's a little lookout up here. Try to get you guys a little footage of that. I don't know if you saw that, but that dog was coming at me a little bit, so I had to stop. Got a little scared. This big guy. He said she's friendly, so you just never know. Alright, let's bring up this thing. So there's quite a few roots here. It's not really ideal for running, but here's the little lookout I was telling you about. It's kind of a little peaceful place to come up and have a little snack. I guess you can't see too much, but it is what it is. They got a little bench here. You can sit down and take a breather. But we don't have time for that. We can keep moving. Get around this sucker. So this goes back up and it'll take you back down to the main trail in a second here, you'll see. So here you can either go that way or this way. I think this takes you back down. That way is the South Ridge, this way is the Squires Loop. So we want to go Squires Lake Loop. I think there's a longer version of this hike you can take, but I always take the short one. This is just kind of a higher ridge. You normally would be walking down there. Let's see if you can see it. The main trail's down there, but we'll reconnect with that in a second. Footing gets a little treacherous right here, so you gotta be careful. This is where I always think I'm gonna spot a Sasquatch. Nothing yet so far though. Here comes some more folk. Evening. As you can see, it's quite muddy through here. So they got their walking sticks, probably a good idea. If you don't mind slipping, falling. I always thought this was kind of a cool tree if you look at it. It's got those mossy branches all the way up. It looks like a big Medusa or something. Look at all these leaves have come off. It's definitely shed it for winter. This is the easy part, you just go with the flow. Go with the flow and try not to fall on your butt. There's a couple more little water lookouts that we'll take a peek at coming up once we round this corner. Hopefully the running's not too bumpy for you. See, this is the part where you have to decide, do you want to take the short route or the long route? So you could either take the Beaver Pond Loop or the Squires Lake Loop. Beaver Pond that way, Squires Lake this way. We want to get some more shots of that lake before that sun goes down. So you could probably stop right here and just about fall asleep. A little babbling brook. Through that culvert right to the other side. It's kind of nice, you got the sound of the water. It just continues along the path of the trail, just to the left of the trail. Here's again, if you wanted to go up to the Beaver Pond, you could head up that way. We're gonna stick with the Squires Lake though. Stick with what we're familiar with. I've come up here and taken some pictures. This is kind of a nice little spot. Clears out a little and there's some cool trees and whatnot. Some old growth, look at how big that tree is. Nice and mossy all the way up. Sometimes it's fun to kind of see which is the biggest tree around the lake. That one's probably pretty close right there, those two. They've been here for a long time. Now this old guy's been here a long time too, look at this. Be hard to see in the light there. We'll get a little closer. He's probably a foot bigger, too, than the other guy. So that one lost his top right there, but this one's still going strong. So we gotta find that next lookout spot. I'll give you a look. Got some photos of frogs there in the springtime, but I don't think they'll be jumping right now. You can see the lake is out through that way. There's a little bench over here that will sneak down and take a look. Now this, we gotta be careful, because it could be slick. This is a nice little hike because you can take a break at all these little benches. Oh, there's some action. Scared me half to death. There's a duck. This one's dedicated to Jill Fugate. 46 to 1998. I'll let you take a second to read that. Strong in character and quick-witted, you lived your life with exuberance, integrity, humor, and brilliant creativity. Your loyal friendship, wisdom, and quilts are gifts we shall treasure forever. Tell everyone that I love them. That's sweet. So yeah, we heard some ducks or birds or something. This is usually where the frogs are. You have all the growth on this side with a big log. So we're gonna keep it moving. There's a little bit more to show. There's another bridge on the other side. It's just a few short steps to the trail again. So this trail gets awfully rooted through here, so you gotta watch your step. Maybe not run through here, but walk briskly. There's a little up and down, but it's mostly a pretty flat walk, pretty flat hike. There's a little room for running through here. Let's see what we can do. You gotta stay on your toes. Ooh, that rock could be bad. There's another little look at the lake. Pretty silent. There appear to be many people on this side of the lake. It's all headed back down. Here's another little bench. Let's see. Usually don't stop at this one. Looks like there's two ways to get down here. I took the hard way. There you go. You can get a nice view of the trees. You can see it pretty good over here. This bench is the Laura McClellan bench, inspiring us to live life fully, smile, dream, and take a chance. Life's a dream, it's what you make of it. So isn't that the truth? So we'll take these steps on the way out. Right back onto the trail. This is a fun little bridgeway here. There's another lookout. Kind of gives the history of the changing landscape of Squires Lake. We don't have time to read all that for another day. Now this bridge is, well, it's not too slick, but it looks slick. So we're almost around, probably another 800 yards to go. This is kind of the little boat launch area. They sometimes have boats sitting out here, and the students take them out and they do tests on the lake and whatnot. I don't know if it's for Western or some other high school, but another bench. So there's plenty of spots to do a little leisure. Take a load off and get a breath. We want to make it down. So this is where it clears out. You could sprint right through here. There's no roots. There's behind you. Open space ahead. Let's get a little jog in. So you can see over there is where we started. I don't know, I thought it was about 2 miles around, but it's probably like a mile. It's not too far at all. We added that little loop up to the lookout spot at the beginning. This is kind of like almost a hike you could go around twice. Pack a little picnic and go around once, eat, then go around again. I don't know what all those logs are doing over there. I think that's kind of a new thing. You can see that. We'll head over there. It looks like they might have cleared some logs from the lake. They're all stacked by that bridge. Here's the last look at the lake before we head down. Looks like it's going to be a successful hike as long as we can successfully do our descent. And here's where we started. Oh, it looks like there's another bench over here. Never really noticed. Let's see. Ooh, Bajma. Hilda Bajma. It says, for years of service to the Land Trust and her community, Whatcom Land Trust Board of Directors. Alright, well thank you, Hilda. Here's a look at all these logs they have stacked up here. Water soaked for sure. Alright, take your last look. There's our Squires Lake hike. That's the fun part. Getting back down. It's the easy part, right? 'Cause it goes much quicker. And what goes up must come down. So we're gonna hustle back down. It's not even dark. Might actually have time for a real run. Let's see how much I can get my heart rate up on this little jump back down. Can't go too fast because it does go back and forth. And you do feel your knees on this one. You can see we're headed back down that way. Just back and forth, back and forth. Quick turn. It's like a NASCAR. All lefts. Oh, that was a tough one. that flattens out here, you can kind of finally get a good stride. A few more turns and we'll be back to the bottom. Still pretty wet. You can hear my feet sloshing through this stuff. Okay, a couple more turns. Almost there.
We're not being put on the YouTube, guys.
No, I didn't get you on it. Back to the beginning, where it all began. It's kind of funny, everybody's so aware of a camera if you carry one, you know. He asked me, "You're not putting me on YouTube, are you?" I mean, technically it is a public place. I can film whatever I want and put whatever I want out there if you're in a public place. But I try to be respectful of people and not put them online if they don't want to be. But I don't think I really got any footage of that guy, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Here's the last sign. Whatcom County Parks and Recs, Squires Lake. Alright, let's get back to the old Prius, see how she's doing. So there it was, Squires Lake hike, success. It's a good little hike to take if you're in this area. Look it up. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be doing some more hikes if you're interested in this type of stuff. Feel free to like and subscribe. Bye.